that everybody knows, has over 180 million users, and when it first started, it exploded. That it grew faster than anything. Netflix took many years to develop, and Kickstarter, Airbnb, close to 1,000 days to get 1 million users. But ChatGPT got 1 million users, I believe, in 5 days. You may also want to remember this. These are my favorites. Maybe we'll start arguing. I think he likes the new version of ChatGPT, but I like Gemini. Where does Gemini come from? Google, right? These are competitors. But I don't have what? What is another AI that is huge, the biggest online, but it's not talked about very much yet? You can use to access ChatGPT. And I hope you will start using ChatGPT here in the lecture, and you guys hopefully can teach me something. And then Microsoft updated again to the newer version. That's what I'm asking you. But regardless of what your answer is, Google updated again, and Google is now called the Gemini. So what is the Microsoft AI name? Copilot, yes. Driving a plane through the cloud, most information, understand you're working with the cloud all the time. So yes, this is very good. It can answer questions, it can make stories, it can write your homework essay. Your teacher tells you to write a paper, it can do that in seconds. And then in another second, you can tell it to change and talk about this, and it can do that in a second. And then say change and talk about this, or talk longer, or make it longer, it can do that. So that first ChatGPT account that I gave you, it's one of the good accounts where it will give you the full essay with an executive summary, an introduction, background literature review, your methods, your results, your conclusion, and sometimes it will give references, but usually it's like a couple sentences, a few sentences, very short. But you can simply tell it, okay, for this middle finger, give me more of the middle finger, and it can give you more of the middle finger. Or anything that you want to modify. But check those references. What does hallucinating mean? What's the English definition of hallucinate? Anybody? Confusing? Maybe if somebody's taking drugs, they start seeing a dragon or a bird flying, they see something that's not there. Yes, well, AI has that drug addict problem. Sometimes if you ask it a question, if it doesn't know the exact answer immediately, it will make it up. It will guess the answer, but it doesn't tell you, I think this, or I guess this. It just says, the answer is this. Many times the answer is hallucinating. So that's why Google, when they're hiring new staff now, they're looking for the specialists to be able to check for that AI drug problem. It's AI hallucinating, finding wrong answers. So yes, quizzes are good, but you must check. Sometimes the quiz answers can be wrong. I finished working. They keep talking. And it can give you things. So Poe. Yes, I love Poe. I'm definitely going to be talking to you about Poe. And who's it? Was it you saying that you use Poe? Somebody here told me they used Poe already. I used Poe for part of this presentation, and I heard somebody here is already using Poe. We should share stories, because I'm an old Canadian guy. You probably have younger, more interesting things from Vietnam. Let's share those things and we'll help you. So learn about this. These are 3 different areas which we'll talk about. For example, ChatGPT is incorporated in Microsoft. And Microsoft invested $10 billion, but still Microsoft is a bigger company than $10 billion. Microsoft is, the CEO last week said, it doesn't need ChatGPT or ChatGPT 4 anymore. It has almost all of that data, and it has the methodology and researchers and coders developing it on its own. The CEO announced it can do it on its own. They are still working together to try to make newer and better things. I put 90% more students' resumes compared to my resume, and my resume is 35 pages, lots of publications. However, the AI was able to say, yes, Professor Watts is very good at doing this and this and this, but it also said I'm very good at teaching military strategy. And I have never taught military. I've never really done that. It hallucinated about one small point, but everything else was correct. That's why you need to be the specialist. In classes, a lot of people think just studying might get boring. You should be able to take any of your textbook information, turn the textbook information away from boring paper and boring words, and make it into a game. So Kahoot is this one, I think you're already using that. That's just fun quiz games. You can compete with other classmates. There's several like that.